As Thanksgiving approaches, millions of Americans are busy finalizing their travel and dinner plans, mapping out routes to visit loved ones, and preparing for one of the most anticipated gatherings of the year. The excitement is building, with families reuniting, kitchens bustling, and calendars filling up with festive events. But this year, there's an unexpected guest threatening to upend even the best-laid plans. Because this year, the weather is about to steal the show, making its presence felt in ways that could impact travel, traditions, and the very heart of the holiday. Whether you're crossing the country by plane, driving a few hours to see family, or simply walking down the block to a neighbor's house, the weather can turn a simple trip into an unexpected adventure or a real challenge. From icy roads to flight delays, it's a reminder that Mother Nature always has a say in our plans. This Thanksgiving, Mother Nature is preparing a dramatic entrance, ensuring that weather will be a major topic at every table. Conversations will shift from recipes and football to forecasts and travel updates, as everyone keeps one eye on the sky. We're tracking a powerful pattern shift set to unleash Arctic air across the northern U.S. Not just a chilly breeze, but a true taste of deep winter. Temperatures are set to plunge, and the cold will be sharp and biting, catching many off guard. For many, this will be the first real blast of winter, arriving with intensity and transforming familiar landscapes into frosty scenes. Streets that were just covered in autumn leaves may soon be blanketed in snow and ice. As you prep the turkey, finalize your shopping lists and plan your route, it's more important than ever to keep a close eye on the evolving forecast. Weather apps and alerts will become essential tools for holiday planning. We'll break down what to expect, starting with the initial cold push, followed by a second, even more intense Arctic wave, and the potential for accumulating snow in several regions. Timing will be key, as the cold front's arrival could coincide with the busiest travel days. And it's not just the north feeling the impact. Severe storms are brewing in the south, bringing the threat of heavy rain, gusty winds, and even the possibility of dangerous thunderstorms that could disrupt plans from Texas to the Carolinas. Our goal is to help you make smart decisions, stay safe, and enjoy the holiday, no matter what the weather brings. With the right information and a little flexibility, you can still make the most of Thanksgiving, creating memories that last a lifetime. So, bundle up, stay informed, and let's dive into the details of this Thanksgiving Arctic blast, because this year, the weather's writing its own holiday story. To understand the coming chill, we look north, to the polar vortex. Normally, this swirling mass of cold air stays locked over the Arctic, but a sudden stratospheric warming event is shaking things up. This disruption knocks the polar vortex off balance, sending lobes of frigid air south, right in time for Thanksgiving. The jet stream will buckle, dipping far south and opening the door for Arctic air to surge deep into the U.S. This isn't just a cold front, it's a fundamental shift in the weather pattern. The Climate Prediction Center shows below-average temps for the northern plains, Midwest and Northeast, while the Southeast may stay warm. The result? A holiday week of dramatic weather contrasts across the nation. Get ready for a Thanksgiving defined by extremes. As Thanksgiving nears, a dramatic shift in the weather is about to unfold. The last hints of autumn are quickly being swept away, replaced by a surge of frigid air that signals the true arrival of winter. Across the country, families are preparing for the holiday, but in the northern states, the focus is shifting from festive gatherings to bracing for the cold. The first Arctic wave hits the northern U.S. with a vengeance, bringing with it howling winds and a sudden drop in temperatures. Streets that were just days ago bustling with people in light jackets are now nearly deserted, as the wind whips snow into swirling drifts and visibility drops. Wind chills will be the story. Feels like temperatures plunging far below zero, especially in the northern plains, Midwest, and Northeast. The biting cold will make even short trips outside feel like a challenge, and exposed skin can freeze in minutes. This is not weather for outdoor football or any prolonged activity outside. Frostbite and hypothermia risks are real and should not be underestimated. Local officials are urging everyone to limit time outdoors and check on neighbors, especially the elderly and vulnerable. Major weather models agree, a powerful surge of Arctic air will settle over the northern states right around the holiday, locking in the cold for several days. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the situation, as the pattern could bring additional rounds of wintry weather. Residents from Montana to New England should prepare for a bitterly cold Thanksgiving, Dig out those heavy coats, scarves, and gloves. For many, this will be the coldest air of the season so far, and it's arriving just as millions plan to travel and gather with loved ones. While the core of the cold may not reach as far south as once feared, a sharp temperature drop will be felt across a broad area, catching some off guard. Even cities further south will notice a brisk chill in the air, a reminder that winter is knocking at the door. The boundary between cold and warm air will fuel active weather, setting the stage for snow, sleet, and even severe storms in some regions. Travelers should be prepared for rapidly changing conditions, with snow squalls and icy roads possible. The first blast is just the opening act. As the week unfolds, more waves of cold and wintry precipitation could follow, making this a holiday to remember for its wild weather swings. Stay alert. This is only the beginning of a dynamic and potentially hazardous holiday week. Keep an eye on forecasts, and be ready to adjust your plans as conditions evolve. The real winter punch is still to come. For now, bundle up, stay safe, and get ready for a Thanksgiving week that will be defined by the power of the season's first true Arctic blast. As the remnants of the first cold snap fade away, meteorologists are already tracking a second, even more powerful Arctic blast barreling toward the United States. This isn't just a repeat of what we've seen, it's a surge of frigid air that promises to be colder, more widespread, and potentially more disruptive than the last. This new wave, expected to arrive in late November and linger into early December, will dig much deeper into the continent. Forecast models show the cold air mass plunging farther south than before, possibly reaching all the way to the Gulf Coast and affecting millions more people. States like Texas and Louisiana, which are more accustomed to mild autumns, could experience a dramatic and sudden plunge from comfortable temperatures to freezing or even below in just a matter of days. Residents may be caught off guard by how quickly conditions change. Wind chills will be even more severe this time, with some models predicting dangerous sub-zero values reaching deep into the central U.S. The biting wind will make it feel even colder than the thermometer suggests, increasing the risk of frostbite and hypothermia for anyone caught outside, unprepared. Unlike a quick, cold snap, this Arctic outbreak is expected to linger. Below-average temperatures could lock in for several weeks, leading to persistent snow and ice accumulation, and making it difficult for communities to recover between storms. The threat to people, pets, and infrastructure is very real. Now is the time to insulate pipes, check on elderly neighbors, and make sure pets have shelter. Prolonged cold can cause pipes to burst, strain heating systems, and put vulnerable populations at risk. Energy demand will spike as people try to stay warm, and travel could become treacherous with icy roads and flight delays. Daily routines will be disrupted and communities will need to work together to stay safe and warm. So brace yourself. The main event of this winter is just beginning, and preparation now could make all the difference in the weeks ahead. With Arctic air surging in, the big question, will it snow? Through Thanksgiving, snow will be light and limited to the northern border, Great Lakes, and interior Northeast, enough for slick roads and a festive feel. The real snow threat comes with the second cold blast, as the storm track sets up for major winter storms from the Midwest to the Northeast. Lake-effect snow will ramp up, bringing intense bands downwind of the Great Lakes. The snowy pattern could persist into December, with models hinting at powerful storms before Christmas. For those dreaming of a white Christmas, this year looks promising, but with that comes a high risk of travel disruptions and daily challenges. Winter is arriving in full force. While the north braces for cold, the south faces a volatile severe weather setup. The jet stream's clash of Arctic and Gulf air creates a recipe for severe thunderstorms, especially across Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. The main threats, large hail-damaging winds and a low risk of isolated tornadoes. Cities like Dallas and Oklahoma City should stay weather-aware. One storm can cause major disruptions. This severe threat is a direct result of the same system driving the northern cold. As the week progresses, storms will shift east, impacting the deep south and southeast. It's a week of wild contrasts. Snow and ice in the north, storms in the south. Stay alert and have a plan for changing conditions. Forecasting this Arctic blast relies on computer models like the GFS, ECMWF, and Canadian GDPS. Early model runs showed a deeper cold push, but recent trends keep the coldest air farther north for Thanksgiving. All models agree, the northern tier will see brutal wind chills. The real divergence comes with the second cold wave. GFS and Canadian models show a deeper, more severe freeze than the European model. This split means forecasters must prepare for the worst while watching for changes. For now, the forecast leans toward the colder solution, so plan for extreme cold, even as details evolve. Model comparisons highlight the challenge and science of real-time forecasting. Stay tuned for updates as the situation develops. With millions traveling, this forecast demands flexibility and preparation. Arctic cold, snow and storms could disrupt air and road travel. Check flight status and road conditions often. Prepare your car for winter. Battery, antifreeze, tires, and a winter emergency kit with blankets, food, and a phone charger. Adjust your driving for icy roads, slow down, increase following distance, and be extra cautious on bridges. If conditions worsen, don't risk it. Find shelter and wait it out. Communicate your travel plans with someone at home and check in regularly. A little planning can make all the difference. The goal: arrive safely, even if it takes longer. Be patient, be prepared, and put safety first. As Arctic air settles in, home prep is as vital as travel prep. Prevent frozen pipes, let taps drip, open cabinet doors, and insulate exposed plumbing. Use space heaters safely. Keep them away from flammables and never leave them unattended. Check smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. Heating systems increase fire and CO risks. Dress in layers indoors and check on vulnerable neighbors and family. Bring pets inside and ensure outdoor animals have shelter. Community spirit matters. Look out for each other. With preparation and common sense, you can weather this Arctic blast and focus on what matters most. Bundle up, stay informed, and have a safe, warm, and happy Thanksgiving.